Thanks for staying with us. So one of the things I like to do in your view is when we get to this part of the conversation, we say, okay, if this Auntie Francis is our sister, just imagine she's here in the middle here, and we're advising her, what is the best thing to do? Because, you know, there are different options. If you say, I have fallen, so your husband's name was John, and you are falling in love with Jim, and your John said, you cannot take my property if you fall in love with somebody else. Now, you fall in love with Jim, and you guys have said you have to marry. You said, okay, I will dump the properties, I will leave it. You're not going to meet Jim. A year later, you realize that Jim is in debt. All the things you thought that Jim was going to bring to the table is zero balance.
You have kids.
And then you're thinking, no, you're 38 years old. You just say your kids are still in fairly...
Your kids have property.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, they can't access their properties just yet. The point I'm trying to make is that, what if that's your plan B, your new love fails? Are you not better off just staying jelly with Jim's property till you are 80, 90 and you go to the great beyond?
If you're a lazy person. If you're a lazy person, because I don't think the path I've gotten to in life, even if a man, okay, so for her to get to that, for her to be able to marry and manage that man, that means she has some sense of
Abigail. Some people are not like you. Some people just like to live a soft life.
Aside from that, the kind of wealth and lifestyle we're talking about that she has tasted. Anna cannot leave Jim for John for Jim, because that life. We're talking PJ life. We're talking the lifestyle is huge, is massive, baby. So
Igbo people,
you won't rush into marriage.
Igbo people used to say something. What's
that?
They don't used to use poverty and suffer, carry it on your head and be doing a big brag and be doing gra. You don't pay anybody you. The reason why you wake up every day and you're sitting down here and you're working is because you want financial what? Independence.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's better that you've not tasted something than you've tasted and you cannot taste it again. My sister, don't worry.
Do you know what I'm saying? Let's say, I don't expect her to jump into marriage. Of course, that would be foolishness on her part to do that. But she's allowed to date, right? You can date. But if peradventure, after 10 years, you now fall in love, you want to get married.
The man you're dating wants to settle down now.
Okay, let's just say 10 years after you're settling down. How old are the kids? The kids will grow to a certain stage. And those kids, you know, African kids, if your mother says, I'm hungry, they will want to take care of their mom.
So you'll be fine.
So you still have
you have an insurance.
But she's my sister sitting down beside me. I'll tell her, Sisi, you say you're in love. You love this guy. This Jim. You cannot breathe without him. You can't sleep without him. You want to leave the money and find happiness and marry. Whatever comes. Marriage is, nobody knows tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can have money today, you don't have tomorrow. You cannot have tomorrow, you have a bit because nobody is God.
So you want advise her to have a lover?
No, his life is about choices. Now just give her the A and the B. Then let her choose. I mean, one choose for her.
For me,
I already know what I'll choose for myself.
I would advise her. If she was sitting here, I would tell her, what you need to do now is plan. Plan for today, plan for tomorrow, and have an exit plan. So you have these properties, you have this wealth. The properties, obviously, she's not going to live in them. There are things that are rented, leased, and things like that. So it's definitely going to be yielding income. Nobody will. I do not think that anybody will be collecting that income from her. True. So plan your life. I do not even expect you to have a lover in the next 3, 4, 5 years. I'm sorry. So take that time now. Sit down and begin to invest in you. Begin to ask yourself pertinent questions. Where do I want to be in the next 5 years? He's no longer in the picture. It's just me now. Okay, I want to have this, I want to have that. I have this inflow from what I have been given. I cannot sell the properties off, but I can make something out of it. So why don't I make something out of it?
Give myself like 10
why
years.
Why don't I buy stocks? Why don't I buy bonds? Why don't I make investments? Why don't I use the yields from that to buy other properties and start beginning to build my own wealth and my own income.
I can exit then.
So that becomes my exit plan. So somewhere around 45, I can still find love. I can do IVF. I can do surrogacy. I can do anything I want and have children. And if I want bond, I bond.
And aside from that, we can also tell that she's a smart person because he trusted her with the responsibility of managing one of his businesses over time. So we know that she has good business acumen.
Let me take Tunde from Agodo. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Yeah, how are you? First
Yes,
of all,
good.
where is Nima? Is she
Nima
still
is,
eating
Nima
layer
is not
meat?
here yet. She'll be back soon.
Is she still eating layer meat?
She'll be back very
She's still
soon.
eating layer. So let me contribute to what you are saying. Let me tell you something. My mother's friend. Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, my mother's friend. The husband died. She was 35. The man was 38. You know, she has 4 kids, 3 boys and a girl. And the woman didn't remarry. Up to now, the woman, she's at mid-80s. She trained these children. One of them was commissioner. One of them was executive in the banks. So it depends on the lady. Then concerning about love, there's no love in Nigeria. The love existed during our mother's days. The only language for love in Nigeria now is money. No, so
You're not generalizing. You're not generalizing too much.
Yeah.
The only thing some ladies marry big men is just because of money and security. A lady can have the security for herself if she's working hard. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, a lady can have security
Yeah.
for herself if she's working hard and she can provide for herself, not to wait for another man, an
Okay,
old person
point
to
taken.
marry. The man that's supposed to be your father. There's no love in Nigeria nowadays. If you don't have money, forget about love. If you are crippled, you are assuming the money, ladies will go after you. That's the only thing.
Okay,
So,
thank you very much,
if the-
Tunde. You know, let me start with that cripple part and I'll come back to the staying celibate you talked about earlier. You see, I think, as we grow older, and we see life, we realize that at the end of it all, everybody's hustling. At the end, when you are 90, you're going to look back and say, okay, what have I done? Because if you think of all these things, we try to make life so complicated. If somebody says, I want to marry only for money, they are well within their right to say, that is what I want to do. And you'll be surprised. The reason why I talk like this, because I have seen different homes. I come from a polygamous family. And I live there, and I'm a Lagos girl. Both my parents are from Lagos. I'm from this town. I have seen different scenarios. And I've seen those women, during my mother's time, now my mother and her clique, they used to look at them, those ones. Husband 1, husband 2, look at them. They used to, I know the cliques. That clique, my sister, they are still alive and well today. They are happy. Yeah. Those my mommy's clique that were doing, holy, we are just one man. They've gone to the great beyond. Things happen. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to say one is better than the other. I'm just saying that you never know.
True.
Because those people today, I still run into them at parties. I still know that, mommy,
they have kids and grandkids.
They are fine. They didn't have any husband. They went for the bullseye. They went for the man with the cash. And that cash is sustaining them today. And they're in their 90s and they are happy. So there are different, let us not always have this moralistic perspective that it has to be love or nothing. Some people can say, it is money I'm looking for, and that money is what I need. And it is also valid. And that's the point I'm trying to make. I think there was somebody was going to say something else. Okay, we have to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll take a few comments on social media. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.